Hey, what's going on, y'all? Back with another one. Back with another one. Oh, this is Sunday Dailies, the eighth edition, and we talked about last week's drama. We talked about the Mike TV and Duke the Don and Melody King situation. That was last week, and it turns out Mike TV was fairly suing E Black, which is kind of stupid, by the way, because why would you try to sue a man and do you got that money? I don't think they got that money, man. Oh dang, I got bumps of subscribers. I guess should not giving a fuck. I guess people subscribe. Salute to people that subscribe. I don't know why y'all subscribe to my channel for because I talk about varieties of things. But like I said, I'm not saying anything. Oh damn, I got a bump in views on that last stream. Shit. Salute to y'all. But that just shows you it takes time. What I tell you, I'm not tripping off over here. I can say what I want, but destroyed them, proved them that this dude was just fraudulent, and his stuff out, pan out too. No, a second, I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm sorry about, but but that's the one right now. But let me see right quick. Okay. Yeah, it's a little dark on my screen on my end, but but long as y'all hear the audio, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Long as you hear the audio. But like I said, the E Black versus Mike T V is recent. But Duke said, handle my light work. Duke's worried about other things, but it's pretty much said that Duke said, well, K is actually done. They fell out. So I'm trying. A lot of these niggas, they just gonna get caught up in the tripwire, you know. And Duke should have known that. A lot of these dudes, they just fake, bro. So you deal with, especially mild manneredness. That bitch ass nigga, man. We was in that stream. Was it last week? But he had a troll in the chat. I tell you, that's Grinch. You an account. That's Grinch. Little bitch. He should have known that. I just said that. He he did that. Went down. See, angry man might be criticized. He's like Tommy. That's what hoes do. Hoes act like to take accountability. And these dudes in the so-called manosphere act like hoes anyway. So it's like, why even bother arguing with they bitch ass? I don't argue with nobody on here. I don't care. If we're debating on the topic. That's not an argument. We exchange information. That's a debate, not an argument. It's the argument. That's female shit. All that screaming and yelling. I ain't saying, man, you ain't gonna do shit. Because in person, you get fucked up for real. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these bitch ass niggas get their head knocked off. That's just the part. That's the part of the ball game of the internet. So when you do this stuff right here, you expected more and everything else, but it's just like it's clown shit. He's going to deny the fact that and a lot of people try to say he's Latino. He's not Latino. He's a nigga that was born in Virginia. He claims he's a New Yorker, which he's not. His wife is from Queens. Someone said true, but that ain't even his real wife. That was a baby mama. His baby mama's from Queens. Let's just get it right. His baby mama's from Queens, and those are not his kids. So technically, he's a stepdaddy and a bitch ass nigga in one and a half. Okay, that man's a loser. Just like the rest of these whole ass niggas in the sorry ass niggas university. I call them SNUs over here. Y'all can say, yeah, they support SBE, but they also SNU niggas. SNUs equals soft ass niggas always trying to school you and they got some type of scholarship in what they know everything. Like, get the fuck out of here. The Egmore clan is a clown show. Everything else is a clown show for now on. Why I see it. That's why these niggas ain't gonna do shit about it. But they get on panels and act like they have some type of authority, but they really don't. I mean, they really don't. So what I'm saying is, why even bother? You know what I'm saying? Why even bother? Why stick your neck out? Like, why do you even bother to the fact that they're weak to do that stream? But accountable, he ain't gonna accept accountability. With him several times, he is what he is. First time through him, he didn't care for me. The name, so I've been on panels with him like several times. Go on, Kuda string and find out he's on those strings. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But then again, I see what it was. But then again, a lot of people done clipped those streams too. Because when I was on talking to him, that nigga ain't gonna say anything. But yeah, niggas want to hold on to some information, but they ain't got no validation. Like these niggas, they just pathetic. But anyways, I mean the playoffs is looking kind of strange. I mean Denver beat down, was it the Lakers? Not the Lakers. The Suns. Excuse me, the Suns. The Suns. The Suns let them have that, but they'll come back. Because Suns ain't gonna go out quietly. I mean, they got KD. This is gonna be interesting. If Denver beats the Suns, LA, I don't trust LA because I know the Warriors and the Kings are gonna play today. Now that's gonna be interesting. It's two teams got similar styles and they got similar front office. One of the Kings front office came from Golden State from last year. Now, it'd be very interesting if they do win. But if the Kings win, they got to play those damn Lakers. That gives Lakers an easy shot to the finals. They would say that's what most people say, but that ain't gonna happen because Golden State is the team to beat. If they beat the Lakers and they come off of Game 7, they're gonna beat the Lakers and I'm gonna pick the Warriors beat the Lakers. And here's why I'm gonna take the defending champs. I don't trust AD, and I damn sure don't trust LeBron because he's beatable in the conference championship. A lot say he's not, but he is. He ain't going to finals. Let's say he can beat Denver. No, he ain't because they're gonna take him in Game 7. Nobody wants to play Denver or Phoenix. Phoenix is good, but Golden State is the one. And I forgot because this is gonna be a rematch from last year. Think about the NBA. The NBA is like that. And I figured out and I said to myself, if Golden State beats Sacramento, that means they're going to the finals. That means they can beat LA and they're already at the finals. Already. I can say that because Steph is that guy. He ain't old yet. But if he beats LeBron, it's ball game. He'll hit them threes, but they can't contain him. LA ain't got nobody to stop him. Okay? If LeBron chooses to sit down, Golden State's gonna win the game. Period. They got to come out strong. They will. Sacramento and Golden State will be a tough one, but Draymond's going to have to be very disciplined to win the game. And if he doesn't win the game, that's it. But, Memphis gave that series away because Ja Morant wasn't ready. He was inexperienced. They've been in the playoffs since last year, so I don't know what the hell my father was talking about. Trying to say, he don't understand proper basketball. He don't understand that the NBA, he looks at it from a fanatical perspective. I look at it from the optics. They already was in the playoffs last year. He's a typical ass Laker fan, delusional as fucked as they are, because most of them are. Half of them are. Now, I know some of you that subscribe are too. That's cool, but y'all are reasonable. But him and the rest, they're delusional. They've been Laker fans for eons, man. Like, you can't. That's why I say fuck them as a whole. You can't explain dumbass slave bot Laker fans. And same with the Celtics fans. They're all the same. They're dumb as rocks. They don't watch the games properly like I do. I give them props and I don't give them props. I just don't care for neither team. I don't give two shits about them. He should have said that in the conversation. But that's a whole nother, I ain't gonna get into that. Because Lakers are trash anyway. Because y'all got AD. Y'all ain't going nowhere. And Philadelphia's their year. They can go to the finals, but get beat by the Warriors. But if the Celtics end up beating Philadelphia and everybody else, I will say Boston will win the conference championship. They'll beat Miami. They'll beat Miami because that may be a beatdown. Boston will beat Miami. And they already beat Miami before. Miami's not going to the finals. I'm telling you that right now. Miami is not going to the finals. As much as I love the Heat, but they're not beating the Celtics. The Celtics will destroy them. This time they're going to be more efficient, and then you're going to see the rematch of Golden State. It's a possibility. I'm not saying it ain't, but it's a possibility. The media's trying to push Celtics and Warriors to sell more sales and ticket sales, and then this new draft coming up next year, and the changing of the draft this year. See, the change of the draft this year, they add new teams for next year. They're pushing the guys into it. So the NBA is going to be totally different next year because the election year and the leagues has changed. See, 2024 is going to be a unique year for a newer NBA because they just add Seattle back, other teams, and they're coming back. And now you're seeing teams getting motion. See, all this is related to politics too, because what you're seeing next year is going to be candidates who, and then they said Biden's will run again. That's what they're saying. So Biden is running. So the Republican candidates to try to knock off Biden is very interesting. And you niggas, I bet y'all ain't gonna vote for neither one. Because I don't see Trump running against Biden. I just don't. I don't. And they try to say Tucker Carlson may run against Joe Biden. That's a possibility. I said that in last week about that situation. Then it's pretty much the same. But when you see something that's inedible, you're gonna see things that's gonna come into fruition. See, I understand proper politics. Okay. It's one of the things that you can see is what you have now. So you gotta understand the world's different. It's very different what we're seeing right now. So if you must want to know about proper politics, you understand that most people they just gonna be who they are and who they say they're gonna be. And I'm just like, look, this is where we at with it. We know it's coming. And like I said, it is what it is. The future is very, very bleak for most people. But you gotta understand something. The world's changing. And people gonna vote who they're gonna vote for, but but that firing or releasing, I'll say releasing for Carson. I believe he was released. I don't believe he was fired because they act like that dude was fired. Now I believe he was released and he said he quit. He probably told him he quit and then they released him and then he went on in his way and they paid him. So how can a man get fired and they paid him? They paid him. And he said he quit and they paid him. He got a retirement check and everything. But see, Lemon, they gave him some money, but here's the thing: they ain't giving him retirement. He had to go find him another job. So Don Lemon will be somewhere online. They'll be online doing newscasts. You probably see him on YouTube or Rumble, things like that. Things like that. So you're seeing something that's gonna matter in the future. But I try to tell y'all, 2024 is gonna be very interesting, and the world's changing in the direction. And someone brought up the Sudan, right? America don't care about Sudan. The Sudan situation is dire. Yes, I think we talked about it. I think certain individuals we talked about it off air. Um, I'll say 2 years ago, by the way. And then we had a person that was from that area. Her name was Cartoon Cat, and she don't do YouTube no more, which is kind of not sad, but she had to go. She was a freak, I know that. But all I know was it is what it is. But you can't expect people to do anything right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to say anything in particular, but you gotta understand this is the type of stuff that we're into. So when you're in a world that's filled with nonsense and then you expect the world's gonna be what it is, you understand that this stuff is happening. You know what I'm saying? But I understand that people like the drama and the BS and in Black YouTube because that's all they promote, especially with the Malmus, aka Angry Man, Hungry Man. I call him Hangry Man. He gets mad when I call him that. And this nigga's a clown, bro. Like he's a typical ass coon nigga. Coons come in different shades of colors. Sellout niggas is always that's who they are. So they stuck in that prism in Roman America, based off Roman theology and culture. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all got to get off this shit and act like it ain't, but it is. Everything Masonically is what built this country, and the reason why we ain't getting those so-called reparations, which we not, our reparations through Yah, is the whole planet and the Holy Land and the planet, and we rule this earth with Him with an iron fist. So y'all not really about that. Most of y'all niggas ain't really about it at all. So half of y'all ain't gonna make this trip. Yeah, y'all gonna be saved out of this shithole, but you're gonna be executed in the wilderness. And we only pick it's a repeat of history. That's all it is. It's a repeat of history. Y'all gotta get in them scriptures, do your history, do your research, who you are, and that's who you are. Because you're not recognized as the chosen people of Yah, of Yisrael, or slash Yasharal, however y'all want to identify yourselves, but y'all still Yasharal, Yah's people, or Yisrael, the common term that we probably going to use in the future. It is what it is. So again, Yah's chosen will rule in the future. It's just a matter of time. But Esau's gonna rule if you submit to his fake reparations call, which he ain't gonna give to you no way. So it's like, what's the point? But you gotta understand something. The so-called manosphere is dying, bro. It's been dying since 2020. It already died in 2020. Let's put this to bed. It already died in 2020. I told you this. This is why people are not in these spaces no more. In 2021, everybody was clashing with each other, right? You see a lot of these streams going crazy. Everybody's picking sides and all that shit. 2020 is more mayhem. You saw the bullshit in the outcome. In 2023, they're really in a further pit and they can't get out of. That's the whole point of why I say these spaces do not exist. Everybody's got their own shit. I started that trend in 2021, and niggas copy off of me. Do I bitch and complain about it? I say, hell no, do your thing. Hell, I was trending in 2021. I can still say that because I'm selfless on here. I'm I'm not selfless when I'm offline. I'm very guarded, but I'm very selfish offline, but I am also selfless online. There's a reason for that. Yeah, I can be selfish. I can choose to, but if there's opportunity, I'll share it. If it's in it for me, for things like that. But if you're not selfless offline, which you have a right to be good, based on the state where I'm at, is you got to be not selfless here because people don't care about you like that. You got to guard everything and protect yourself at all times, right? That's the principle they preach here. So anywhere else, I have to be like that. Or I can be selfless to others, the ones that's in my circle, but outside of it, no. Y'all got to earn that. Trust is key. Y'all do know that. Trust is all across the board. If I don't have no trust in you and no faith in you, I just cut you off immediately. That's how that works. I'm the same way when it comes to principles on here and offline. I just have a different way of doing things, but I'm very consistent with what I do. I just ain't got time for no BS with nobody. I don't have, I have patience for a lot of things, but I ain't got patience for no bullshit. That's just me. If you target on the wall, it's about to be detonated, but that's how I get down. I can go lower too and talk shit and don't care. That's too easy. I can do that on vlog streams and y'all can say, "Oh, this nigga in the eye, here talking that," and you niggas ain't doing shit about it. Like I said, I don't care about they weak ass content. I don't care about their weak ass content. And because all they do is gonna talk about the same shit over and over again. But denying it and being a simp. But the main simp the whole time have his audience trying to fool that he ain't. Dude, y'all a bunch of simps too. Always call someone else a simp. And these niggas always use that word like they're the beggars, not me. And they the ones begging for cash apps. If you really want to say by definition, by looking online, who's begging for cash apps and super chats? That's anybody in general. That's simping to me. I don't know about y'all, but that's a form of simping to me. You're begging. Simping just means you're a beggar. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. I don't care who quotes me on it. Fuck any bitch ass nigga in any spaces. It's begging to me. I don't beg for attention. I don't need it. I get attention by saying shit that matters. That's how I get attention. And sometimes I don't say nothing at all in person because I'm usually quiet and very introverted, but I'm actually ambivert when I'm in a conversation. I can't open up. I have great social skills on the unteenth thousand. I have great perception. So don't quote me on that. But it is what it is. But a lot of people they just get caught up on their feelings on here. And like I said in my last stream, like Thirsty Thrills, if you want to be on an honest path as a black person, if you're in this technical shit, Marquise Brownlee is the way to go. He has a great formula and he's still not stopping. That nigga's on fire, dropping heat after heat after heat after heat. And how I notice he's in everybody's front page on YouTube and he's already in the algorithms and he's above T1000. Ain't nobody fucking with him. He's got support. But you niggas don't know that because y'all in a tailspin, fake support, and it's gonna spiral out eventually because everybody's gonna move on. This is YouTube. YouTube's known for shit like that. So what do you expect? Everybody's gonna side with you on that. They're not gonna side with you. So once again, this is Sunday Dailies, the 8th edition. Of course, I'm just speaking my mind, my random thoughts about what's going on, man. Like it is what it is. And Duke said what he said. Yeah, these niggas don't want to comply with the so-called. I told Duke that big unity doesn't work. Small unity works if you have your own circle, I have my circle. We're all working together in a unity form, but it don't have to be big unity. Big unity is for later. Small unity works against this system that we're going against, right? And y'all have to understand that's the way to go. I always preach small unity, not big unity, because niggas get it twisted. When I'm talking about big unity, no, it's small unity to fight the minority that runs the planet. Okay? That's what I teach over here. If y'all, in case y'all wondering, I'm not for big unity. I'm from small unity that's consistent what they're saying and get the message out. Like what I'm part of is my real message is to correct what's going on in these certain spaces and tell them, look, if you're gonna do it this way, do it the right way, and try to be efficient, and then be online, like offline. Just take the message and spread it around. That's what I want y'all to do, especially my older videos and my classic historical streams. Help somebody to learn the history or whatever, and then explore. Do your own research. That's what I do here. Off here, I'm doing the same thing, just enhancing it. Okay. So with that, Israel, shalom again, and the guests of the Gentiles on to you. Until next time, I'm signing off, and I will see you on the next one. And I'm out.